Hey guys, it's Cara, welcome back to the Rambutina channel. This is a tutorial for these super simple, quick and easy fingerless gloves. Obviously I've only got one here because I'm going to make the other one. They are made up of granny rectangles, but before I get into this tutorial I want to say a huge thank you to you guys because we reached 1k subscribers. I'm so incredibly grateful and honestly can't believe it. I'll hopefully do a yarn giveaway soon to celebrate reaching 1k, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And if you are new and have not subscribed already, please do. We have an awesome little community here and I'm so excited to what's to come. I also want to say a massive thank you to all the lovely comments in my last video. Everyone is so sweet and supportive, and yeah, I can't thank you guys enough. So let's get started on these fingerless gloves. I am using the King Cole Big Value Baby Soft Chunky Yarn in the shade Seafoam, and I'm using a 6mm crochet hook. However, you can use whatever yarn you'd like with whatever crochet hook you need. This pattern is super simple and easy to amend for any size. So this yarn I'm using is variegated, which means I get all these lovely shades without changing my yarn. But feel free to customize this tutorial to get the look you want. I've started experimenting with granny rectangles and I have another tutorial planned using this technique, so watch out for more crochet tutorials on this channel very soon. And I found this technique on Pinterest, as there's many ways to start a granny rectangle. However, this one was my favorite, where it starts in the middle. It's by Megan Mills, and look at that, it was posted on my birthday, so all credits to Megan for this technique. It is fab. I tweaked it a little bit to suit my method of crocheting, but yeah, the technique is not mine, and her free pattern helped me so much to understand how to do a granny rectangle. So yeah, thank you. So let's get on to making it. Oh, so I've already got a slip knot. So you want to start off with a slip knot, of course, and then her pattern says to do a magic circle, but we all know I don't like those. I'm going to chain 4, then slip stitch into that first chain to make a ring. And then I'm going to make a beginning double crochet into that ring. So a single crochet straight into that ring. Let me let my yarn run free. And then chain 1. I'm going to make 2 more double crochets to complete that first cluster. And then I'm going to chain 2, 3 more double crochets. Chain 2, 3 more double crochets. Chain 2, 3 more double crochets, and you want to make sure you're crocheting over your tail end so that we can pull it. Right, so it looks like you've, completed just the first round of a normal granny square. But now, well, before we've done the chains, so now we're going to do the chains as normal. So chain 2, and then we're going to slip stitch into that first double crochet here. So that first double crochet of that last cluster. So I'm going to put my hook in, grab the yarn and pull through. So we create kind of a little loop there. Then I'm going to flip my work just for the time being. Oh, actually, I bring my yarn sort of like, bring my yarn like here, so it's nice and snug. And then we're going to slip stitch into those 2 chains we made. So you want to just poke through, try and get 2 loops. Two bits of the stitch in your hook, and then just make a slip stitch and do it again on the next one. And then you're going to flip again, and that acts as our, you know, like chaining up, or like it counts as your first double crochet basically, so it's like your pretend double crochet. But yeah, so then you're going to find that loop that we made, and I'm going to make 2 more double crochets. So that is our first cluster. So then I'm going to chain 2 and put 3 double crochets in here into that made up loop. And then because we want, you know, like 3 of these squares sort of in the middle, I'm going to repeat that again. So I'm going to chain 2, go back on that first double crochet and make a slip stitch. Make sure to do it tight this time so we don't get weird loose stitch. Flip it and slip stitch into the chains on that corner. Flip it again and then into that loop. The loop is like kind of on top of these 3 double crochets, so make 2 double crochets, then do 2 chains, 3 double crochets. So if you want the fingerless gloves to go even longer, you could carry on. I'm going to stop at 3, and then again, if you're using like a thinner yarn, you might need to do more and all that, so just adjust it to your liking. And then I'm going to chain 2 again and finish this end one, so put 3 double crochets. Ooh. And then I'm not going to chain, I'm going to jump straight into that first loop that we made and finish that one. And then I'm going to slip stitch into that first beginning double crochet we made. Just like that. So that's the middle of the granny square rectangle. So now, because I'm using the same yarn, I am just going to flip my work, put the yarn kind of behind, right into that space, that first space. I'm going to make a single crochet, chain 1, so a beginning double crochet, 2 more double crochets, no chain, just jump into the next space, so in between the previous 2 clusters, and put 3 double crochets to make a new cluster. I was about to chain 1 there. And then continue on, and now we're in a corner right now, so I'm going to do 3, chain 2 and 3 more. So yeah, I hope you were able to follow along to that, how to start the granny rectangle. It's pretty easy, and I will include, I'll try and write it up in the description below. I'll attempt, and hopefully it all makes sense. Chain 2, because we're in the corner. And yeah, these fingerless gloves are super quick and easy because you only need to, for one side, you only need to do 3 I was gonna say rows and rounds as one word, but you need 3 rounds, and that's really fast. Oh, did I? It looked like I chained. So yeah, 3 double crochets in between each cluster. Yeah, I can't believe I've never done a granny rectangle before. I'm definitely gonna use these in more projects. And you can make the rectangle as long as you like. So yeah, I'm super happy I found that technique on Pinterest, because I like the middle, how it looks so full. So we're on the last corner now of the second round. And I'm going to slip stitch into that first beginning double crochet, and I just want to show you how I do that. This is my method. I like go through this loop of the chain 1, and then I like push my crochet hook back. I hope you were able to see that. But yeah, slip stitch, flip, we work again. And so for the first side, you just want to complete the rectangle as normal, and then I will go away, make the other rectangle, but I will only do 2 rounds because the third one we're going to join it to the other one, and you need to leave like a hole for your thumb, and then obviously you leave holes here. So I will show you how to join it, and you want to just make them the same, and then just, you know, this is your left and this is your right. So yep. Oh, I just realised that has been in the shops this whole time. So now just slip stitch. I'll show you again. So I go through that front loop and then go back. Slip stitch, chain 1, cut your yarn, and that is the first side done. So I have done 2 rounds of the second one. Basically I just want to show you, like, so you basically want a rectangle that kind of fits over your fingers like that, like you can kind of see it's going to be like that. Yeah, it's quite big around the wrist, but I think that's just because I have abnormally thin wrists. But anyway, and I tried, like, you know, making it tighter, and I was just like, nah, I just want it really simple. I don't really mind if it's bigger because I can just put my sleeve, you know, over it. So if you are using a thinner yarn, you might need to do extra rows to get it the size you want, but yeah, this is just a guide. So I'm going to do my first cluster like normal. So slip stitch, single crochet into a beginning double crochet, and then you're going to make your first cluster of your last round of your joining round. So usually you would start at the corner, but this, because we've carried on using the same yarn, we are starting here, so it's a bit of an odd place. So we've got our first one here, and then we're going to lay it down wrong side up. And we're working on this one which is right side up, so I'm going to lay it on top so I can see that it's this space we need to slip stitch into. So now you can kind of flatten it out like that so that it's the right side up now, and slip stitch into this one. Or you could do it like that, but I think it's easier to kind of lay them on top of each other so you can actually see which is the correct stitch. So yeah, I'm going to slip stitch and then go into my corner. Then you want to chain 1, slip stitch into the other corner, and then chain 1 and do 3 more double crochets to finish that corner. And then you want to carry on these short sides like normal, you don't want to join. Then I'm going to chain 1, bring the other corner up and slip stitch to join, chain 1, finish the corner. Then just deciding, do I want the hole here or the hole here? Yeah, I'm going to do the hole up here, the thumb hole, but you can do it down here. So basically we've got one cluster on this length, and I am going to slip stitch. So you joined it there, and now I'm going to do 3 double crochets like normal, and then I'm not going to slip stitch to join. I'm going to skip this one and make 3 double crochets into the next one directly, so that you have a bigger gap for your thumb to fit through. So then I'm going to slip stitch on the other side. So you can see we've skipped this one. I'm going to go into that one. There you can kind of see. And then after your third one, you want to join again and continue to join the rest of this side. And again, if you are using a thinner yarn, you might need to adjust this, so you might need to leave 3 clusters out, but yeah, just kind of hold it up to your hand and go from there and kind of just make it up like I do. So now we're at the bottom, so we're going to do the same, chain 1, slip stitch, chain 1, finish the corner. Then you don't want to join at all on this short side, so 3 double crochets, and then chain 1, we're in the last corner. Whoop. Slip stitch, chain 1, 3 double crochets, and then we are on the last side, so we want to join all of it because we made the hole on the other side. And so I'm going to slip stitch on the other side, and then right after that slip stitch you want to slip stitch to that first beginning double crochet. So now you have, or after weaving in the ends, just stick it in there for now. Now you have fingerless gloves. Obviously you need to make 2. And there you go, super easy, simple fingerless gloves using a granny square rectangle. So yeah, please let me know what you think of these really easy fingerless gloves. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!